Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about a special update that's been going on with the Plagued Moth versus that creepy reading situation. If you want to go see my first video about that, I'll leave you a link down in the description or up at the annotation up there as well. But it's kind of a little bit important for you to see the first video about that situation to know what's going on here. So there's an update about this whole Plague Moth versus that creepy reading situation here. Now, I do have my tablet with me, so I'm going to be looking at the screenshots I took and the screenshots I've saved that other people have took. To see where the situation goes. So the first thing is that creepy reading has still not stopped leaving, won't stop leaving Plague Moth and his wife alone. Now, to me, I don't need to tell you why that's not okay, but I did see these screenshots of that creepy reading messaging Plague Moth's wife Andrea to what has happened, and it just makes him look so much worse. So I'm gonna mention it right here. Okay, so there was a tweet that Plague Moth has even had on his Twitter account that has him showing what that creepy reading has been messaging to his wife Andrea, and it's literally just him saying these things to her, saying, "Your husband admitted to watching a bit of Daisy's destruction on accident in a format that could have only been downloaded. I understand now that your husband is just a liar, but maybe don't admit to watching child porn, and also maybe don't sell footage of babies being beaten to death. That shit's not sustainable, and it tends to piss people off. Shame on you. We're done here." I've got a lot to say about that particular screenshot, but I'm just going to say this right here. Now, before people think I'm exposing that creepy reading's actual name, it is public that his actual name is out there. So this is from what I found and everybody else has found about that creepy reading. I'm gonna say this. Austin, just stop, okay? You just make things so much worse. You say you're done here, but yet you keep going on about it like it's high school, okay? First of all, we've been through in the first video that no, Plague Moth does not sell gore. He does not watch child pornography. We all know that. And if he... Let me be very clear about this. If Plague Moth saw just a little bit of what he saw, you would have think he would have contacted the FBI. A cyber tip about that. Don't you think that would be the logical thing to do if I found something like that? Or contact any sort of law enforcement. And Plagued Moth has said this before. He has contact law enforcement in some way, whether it's the FBI, on certain other videos too. He did that with Mr. Gloves, which is a really horrific situation about that one. If you want to go watch that video, he made a great video about that one there. He has contacted FBI before. There were some situations where technically it's legal, even though it's horrid, but it is legal. Now we know that CP is illegal. It's funny that Austin, who is that creepy reading, mentioned that on the screenshot, when there's been other screenshots that makes the situation so much worse. It's funny that Austin has mentioned that he has claimed that Plagued Moth has watched CP and is a pedophile, basically, which, by the way, he's not. I'm going to show you some damning other evidence and other screenshots that make him look even worse. I'm going to show a post and show these screenshots as well that Plagued Moth has posted over as well. So, the post that Plagued Moth has said on one of his tweets, he has said this: I just received proof that Ripper/Fergie was an active member of TCR's Discord back in 2021. Proving he lied about never hearing of me and harboring bias and platforming his soapbox against me since then. It's all making sense now. He was also engaging with minors directly on conversation. There's also plenty of not safe for work shit being posted and endorsed by TCR directly in the presence of minors. This may need a new video, but I'm waiting to hear back from more people in TCR server. OTEX, but never removed nor addressed. This user's account is now deleted. I normally don't say this, but if this is all true, Austin, that creepy reading, was doing all of these that Plagued Moth has said here, then that creepy reading, Austin, if you're watching this, if it's true that what you did, turn yourself in to the police, because what you're doing is not cute. You do not do that to minors. I don't even know what to say. And also, I mentioned this in the last video that creepy reading loves to make excuses of having autism as an excuse to all the things he has done. I'm going to say this right now. Also, Austin, shut the fuck up. Stop using that against us. Me, as an autistic woman, no. You don't get to use that, okay? The fact that you have harassed Plagued Moth so much to his family that they were close to being homeless, for one, and the other, that you have threatened that you wish his child was dead, basically, like I said in the last video, who is a type 1 diabetic who is still a little girl. 3, and the fact that there has been some speculations and even accusations of you being inappropriate with minors too. You need to be in jail. I'm just gonna say it. I don't normally say that about a content creator. Now, I've never talked about these particular YouTubers. I've never talked about people like Onision, Creepshow Art, but I'm gonna say that this right now, with those two YouTubers, you can understand why those two need to be in jail. We have heard about those two constantly, but nobody is really talking about the fact that that creepy reading is not much better either. The fact that, in my opinion, he has done just a little bit worse than what Creepshow Art has done to Emily Artful, and just a slight bit of niche right here, that goes to show you this man is insane. And you know, I actually want to show a tweet that I sent. And I want to show you a reply that I sent to one of that creepy readings tweets right here. I even said it perfectly. Exactly what I said was a tweet that he was saying about the recent video that Plagued Moth, that him responding to it, which was absolute bullshit, by the way. But this was my response to it. I said, it's really funny that you have videos mentioning YouTubers that need to stop on your channel when the whole time during this little investigation, you should have stopped and looked at yourself the whole time. If I were caught making threats and harassments towards anyone, especially someone's family and children, I'd man up and own it after committing a crime instead of using my autism as an excuse to defend my heinous actions. Stop making people like myself with autism look bad. When I said that, you know, there was people that did read it. They absolutely agreed with me on this. And I still stick by that reply I did. But then comes the hilarious part, which I think we need to mention, is the reply he had after I said that. He said, because she asked me to. Someone doxed their parents to me, and they wanted info that was not posted in a direct public eye. Then she started accusing me attacking her children, at which point that's where that screen grab came from. I'm sorry? You're not making a new statement. You're just defending yourself. Again, and it's honestly hilarious at the same time that this man's Twitter account is now private.
So the one other thing I forgot to mention is that there's another YouTuber that I used to subscribe to. Now, I didn't subscribe to him for very long, for maybe not even 3 years, but another YouTuber goes by Savix, and I unsubscribed to him because he was pretty much defending that creepy reading from day one. And also, by the way, that Creepy Readings Twitter is actually back as public again. It was private when I recorded the video, but now it's back to public.
Sorry, my dog was barking like crazy. I had to let her back in. But as I was saying, it's funny that that creepy reading, Austin himself, that he privatized his Twitter account, really should tell you what a fucking coward he is, okay? And listen, I have friends who privatize their accounts, you know, all the time. You know, it's not because of drama or any of the controversies. That, you know, it's just normal. If you want to privatize your account, that's fine. But understand that, you know, if you are somebody that did all of these horrific things online to anyone, that really should tell you that you have pretty much lost, okay? And that pretty much should also tell you you don't really have anything new to say and you've given up. You pretty much have given up. After what I found out about the recent tweets that he might be accused of messaging minors in his servers and even let patrons support him on Patreon who are minors. Like, listen, we knew that Plagued Moth's Patreon was 18 plus. He has openly admitted, looks like somebody here decided to show up. Look at this. Look who decided to interrupt me during my video. But anyways, yeah, that really should tell you that that creepy reading is a coward. And there's really not much I can say about this whole update. If you want to go watch the entire video that Plagued Moth was refreshing about his experience, like I said, I'll leave that video down in the description below and the annotation up there, like I said earlier. Tell me what you guys think. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, and one last thing. There was one user that suggested that Creepy Readings Twitter account should be suspended. Honestly, I don't normally advocate somebody's account being suspended, but in this case, I think that would probably be a smart idea, Twitter. If what Austin has done is heinous and inexcusable, and there's an old picture that Plagued Moth mentioned. It was when, I think it was at BronyCon that Austin went to years ago. And look what you see here. It's him with a selfie with Chris Chan. And that's another person I need to talk about another day, because that's somebody else who uses their disability, who's on the spectrum like me, as an excuse for their heinous stuff too. So, if you guys want a video about Chris Chan, in my words, let me know, because I would like to talk about that too, how much I fucking hate them. Oh, and by the way, also another thing, this tweet I sent up here, telling Plagued Moth how sorry I felt about what he went through and what his wife and what his family went through. I sent that tweet up, these tweets here, which was a little 3-page thread. He liked those tweets so much, and so did his wife, Andrea. I just started following Andrea on Twitter. She seems like a really cool-ass woman. I really do mean that. And I might have to check out her YouTube channel, too. For some reason, I haven't had to check that out either, but because these people seem like they're a lot of fun to hang out with. I mean, a sadistic kind of humor, but a lot of fun to hang out with. I mean, I grew up with South Park, so I'm kind of used to that kind of humor. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe then. And if you like the video, you can like the video, and you can even dislike the video of some of the things I can improve on, even though YouTube doesn't show that anymore. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you all. Bye.